Hello everyone, Mark Corbin back with you from Survival Bushcraft and Emergency Preparedness, here with another addition to our knots series of videos. This is going to be a third part in our anchors part of this knot section. Okay, what I have here for you today, guys, is I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of how to make this and how to use it. This little guy here is a 6-point ground anchor that is made with paracord. This particular one actually comes from 6 feet 2 inches of paracord rope, which ends up with a total of 2 feet exactly of what's left over. Okay, how this is made is we're going to cover. This entire thing, guys, is made out of nothing more than double overhand knots, okay, that are spaced as equally as you can possibly get them. Alright, the idea is that this is to be staked into the ground, which we will cover later in this video, at all these points. Okay, this is going to give you some real nice what can I say, it's really strong. This thing is amazing. I never thought it would do that until I actually have done this a few times. Even wrap this thing, well, anyways, I'll show you this stuff tomorrow, what I want to do. Well, yeah, tomorrow. It's getting too late tonight. It's dark anyways. But anyways, okay, so let's get on with this. Here is your finished product. But what I have done here, guys, is I want to make this a little bigger. So what I recommend doing is cutting off a piece about 8 feet long. Alright, this is going to give you 4 feet right down the center. Take your pieces together, just like I've got here, and match up your ends as equally as you possibly can. Okay? Now I want you to keep this as even. Try not to get it twisted. You know, like this here. See how that's twisted? We don't want it to be twisted. We want everything to be as straight as possible. So once you got your ends, just come back and just kind of feed it through like so. So you got it all straight. Okay, now what I want you to do first, step one in this, is going to be to make your attachment point for your rope that you're going to be using to pull, to attach this to. Okay, so overhand knots. This entire thing is double overhand knots. It's all this is. So here we go. We're going to make this front one a little bit bigger than the rest. Okay, as you can see, I'm leaving a pretty good little piece here, about 1 inch long. Alright, 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch. This is taking up quite a bit of rope here just to do this little knot. So take a look. Alright, double overhand knots. We covered these in an earlier video. And again, as I said, do not let your rope get twisted. Okay, keep everything smooth. Alright, and good to go. Straight lines. Pull that tight. Now from here, guys, what you're going to do is, what I like to do is, when I got a nice long piece like this, I will measure about the width of my hand on this 8-foot piece. It works really nice. And the cat is trying to, there you go, get out of here, Gizmo. Alright, anyways, about the width of my hand. Now I'm going to pinch this off. Now this is going to give me where I need to come, my end, where my knot is going to end up. Okay, now I'm going to take this up. Now a good thing to do here is you're just wrapping around your finger. And what you want to do is have enough room to leave just a nice little piece like here. Basically, judge how big this should be, guys, by the size of the anchor stake that you're going to use. Okay, if you're using steel stakes, metal ones, then obviously this doesn't have to be super big. But if you're making your own out of wood, then, you know, make sure that you're thinking of the thickness of your stake. All right, anyways, now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do this a total of 6 times on this particular one. And I'm leaving me with a nice loop. All right, now I'm going to do the same thing on down. I want 3 of them on each side. And this particular one has 6 contact points. Now when you make these, make them in even numbers. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, whatever you want to do, however much rope you want to use, how much coverage you want to get. Alright, so here I'm going to measure it off again. Now this is very important that these are as close to equal distance as you can possibly get them, because the key to the support on this, to its power, to its strength, is the fact that everything is in a controlled, everything's the same. Alright, you don't have one that's at 6 inches and one that's in at 3 inches, which is going to throw it all off, make it all wobbly. So your contact points are all equal. That's where your strength comes from. And you see I'm still doing this. We're going to do this a total of 6 times, 3 on each side. Okay, there we go. I hope this black cord is showing up good. Double overhand knots, like I said. Try to make all your loops approximately the same size as you can get them. You might get one a little bigger than the other. Just don't worry about it. Just remember that the key to this is making sure that the spacing is as close to equal as humanly possible. Okay, as you can see, I'm keeping everything smooth. I'm not letting things get tangled up and get twisted. Alright, I'm keeping it smooth. Now I'm coming through with my overhand knot. Okay, overhand knot, double, pull it in snug. Alright, one more. I think this is really cool. I really like this little guy. And I'll tell you what, last Sunday we played around with this, me and the kids did, and my brother. And I'll tell you what, I weigh 220 pounds of nasty. My brother weighs 150. And 2 of my kids came out, my little ones. Alright, and together we all weighed, oh Lord, way over 300 pounds. Or right around 300 anyways. And the rope that I used was rated at 240 pounds for the pull. And we attached to this thing. And we all pulled as hard as we could with every intent that that thing would break and we would end up on our butts. And I guarantee you, I tell you now, it did not budge one bit. The rope stretched, which is, which is normal, but it did not go anywhere. All right, well, anyhow, here we go. This is the finished product. As you can see, we have our main loop that we're going to be attaching to, and then we have 1, 2, 3 sets with a little bit of extra. Not a big deal. Throw you in another little tiny one in the back if you want to. Just remember, even numbers, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, for obvious reasons. Now see how I've got these at equal distances, okay? At least as close as I can get them. I mean, they're just within fractions of off. So now this thing is going to go in a pyramid shape when it's attached to the ground. Alright, and it's going to be staked to the ground, and we're going to hook in up here. And we're going to pull with everything we got, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so we're going to leave it from here, guys, and then now we're going to actually we're going to take this out. We're going to actually play with it a little bit. I'm going to show you how tough and how strong this this little guy actually is. So bear with me, hang in there, and we'll get this done.